Thanks for swinging by the channel to see what I got going on. This episode, I'm taking a look at one from the Ska Brewing Company. They are out of, where did I see they were out of? Durango, Colorado. Never heard of these things. So recently seen this on the shelf and grabbed it. One, because I never heard of it. Two, it looked kind of cool. It sounded cool. Modus Hoperandi. So just a quick, just brief little research on this. Ska is a type of music. I believe it's just quick Google 1950s Jamaican. It's like a precursor to like I guess modern reggae music. I could be wrong. It's just my generic generic research, I guess. Now I believe this brewery, these guys were into that type of music when this thing was put together. This brewery was put together, and this is called Modus Hoperandi. Modus Hoperandi. India Pale Ale at 6.8% alcohol by volume. So, don't know much about the name. Modus is a type of psychedelic music. Quick Google research. And but Modus Operandi is a pattern, a way of doing things. The example that popped up on Google is, say, a burglar decides you're going to start breaking in houses through the roof. That would be the pattern that they would continue to use for as long as they possibly could. So go where you want with the name. I'm sure somebody out there might know more about this brewery, about this name than what I do. All I know is it seemed pretty cool, right? Sitting there on the shelf. And again, I picked up some shelfie beers, and all these beers were like under $3. So this was one of them that I finished off building I wasn't really building a six-pack. I just grabbed a bunch of cans. And this one, like I said, just seemed interesting to me. So I wanted to grab it. Never even heard of these guys. And I do like their logo. And I like the little, my guess is, I don't know, you got the guys in the skull, at least one of them in a skull there, and the old suits there. And put me in mind of, I don't know, Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack back in the day is what that kind of put me in mind of. So, again, don't know much about this at all, but I do want to do a review. Hopefully it's enjoyable. Crusher style beer, 6.8%, so approaching 7, so right in a good range, at least for what I like, okay? Now, hopefully we don't get an explosion on this. It doesn't look like we will. It looks like we might. So, I'll get a little bit of that foam in there. Now go ahead and get the rest of that released. There you go. So let's get a pour on this thing. We'll try to get it all in here. Maybe we will. That looks very West Coast old school style IPA right there. All right. So what we got there is just a off-colored, tannish, just over a finger of head on top of that. And as you can see, just a very ambery, coppery color to this. Yeah, you can kind of see a little bit of clarity at the very bottom, but yeah, it gets kind of dark and very, very difficult to see through on that. Decent carbonation is what it looks like here. It does kind of have like a thick dish soap head up on top of this. Better look at that. Honestly, just a fairly nice looking copper amber colored beer to this, or color to this. So I got a feeling this is going to be very malt forward. I definitely get a bit of some heavy pine hoppiness, like very, very piney. Piney, maybe a little bit of like a raw citrus peel. I want to say any particular, just nondiscrete, very raw citrus peel. Very piney, upfront piney. So let's get a drink on this thing. Now, I'm not too excited because this typically isn't my favorite nose to get right there. But let's see what this thing has to offer. Yeah. Medium bodied mouthfeel. Moderate carbonation. Extremely piney. Very malt forward. Malty, piney hoppiness. Just that aftertaste is just that piney spruciness. Not a huge fan of that. Grainy, dirty weediness to it. And I don't think any of these descriptors are very pleasant sounding. So if you like a piney maybe West Coast style, piney, bitter, citrus pill, old school style IPA, you'd probably absolutely love this one. For me, definitely not my favorite. Definitely not my favorite style. I am still glad I picked it up for under $3. You know, try to get things that takes me out of my comfort zone. Picking up a beer like this, I had no idea what I was going to be, what to expect. No idea what this thing was going to give me. So I am kind of excited about that. I always enjoy building these cheap, shelfy beers, 6-packs, picking up whatever, however many of them. Takes me into sometimes some directions I would not normally go, and this definitely took me there. Definitely not my favorite style, but it's not hateful. I'm actually going to give this about a 3.5 out of 5. Now, if you like piney IPAs, that raw, citrusy pill, then this is definitely one you'd probably like here. More of like an old school, not old school meets new school, just kind of old school style IPA. 3.5 out of 5. That's the best I can do here. Like, subscribe, comment, check me out on social media, hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.